Okay, hey guys, in this video I will look into a series between SKTRain and Zen. This is the first game of the series on Entombed Valley, and I will try to analyze Rain's PvZ style in the later game stages, because I noticed that Rain has a very specific style and he plays it pretty much every single game. Like, he doesn't play the same openings to get to the late game, but in the late game he plays pretty much the same every PvZ, and he's really successful with it, so I will try to share it with you guys in case you are too lazy to analyze it yourself or something. So yeah, hope you will enjoy this video. Okay, Rain starts the game by building a pylon at his natural. Like many Korean tosses, build the pylon here, somewhere in the main base, to save a little bit of minerals, because you need less travel time with the probe. But Rain decided to build it at his natural. I think it's not really important what you do, it's like preference, I believe. He scouts this position first. He knows Zen can't be here because there's no close positions on this map version of Entombed Valley. And because he didn't scout Zen here first, he builds a relatively fast forge at 14 supply. It is a good choice in this game, because Zen went for an early pool, and this early forge saves Rain, kind of. Like if he builds a 70 Nexus, for example, blind 70 Nexus, he will just straight up lose this game right from the start. Will be build or a loss. He cut probes at 15 so that he's able to finish his wall in time, because if you don't cut the probes, you simply don't have enough minerals to build all these buildings before the links arrive. Saves this probe, and the cannon finishes in time. He can cancel this gate, I think. No, he doesn't need it. Yep. He knows that Zen might try to come in again, so he leaves this probe here. It was a good choice. He killed two links in the process. Zen plays Expand as a follower, which is a good choice, I think. But Rain confirms that there's a hatchery down here, so he knows it's now one base all in, which is a very really important information he needs to know what he must do next. It can still be an all-in from Zen, of course, but with this hatchery down, if it's an all-in, it will be much weaker than the usual one, so you can get away with greedier builds and still defend it. Gases are down now, and the 7 score starts for Rain. He still kept his probe alive, and he will go into the main base now even to see if there's gas or not. So now he sees there's no gas taken at all, so he knows Zen plays a macro game follow-up after this early pool. But Rain will go into the game with an advantage. Well, the advantage is not that big actually. He's 3 probes ahead. Yeah, it's kind of nice, but it's like the game is not over yet. Now, after he has perfect saturation in his main base, he has 16 probes on minerals and 3 per gas, he will rally the probes from his main base to the natural, until he has 16 here as well and 3 per gas. Then he will rally his main base, like he will either rally this nexus to his third when it's done, or back to the main minerals here. He has 2 stalkers on the map now, and he scouted there was no gas yet for Zen, and in fact there's still no gas, so it will take a long time until speed will finish. So Rain can apply pressure with these two stalkers and force a few units, maybe kill a few overlords, kill a few drones, and confirm that he is third archery, which is of course also valuable information. He knows there's no two-base mutas or something coming. Yeah, every information you get from your opponent is important, kind of. Like, you don't know exactly what he's doing, but you can say what he's not doing, kind of. Okay, Zen is chasing the stalkers away, but I believe there are two more. Where are they? He should have two more stalkers. Yeah, because he must have... Where are this? Ah, here, other stalkers. Didn't see them. Now he builds a relatively fast third. He built a wall before the third, which is a safer variant, of course. I think it was a good choice. In this case he didn't need it, but yeah, it doesn't delay the third by a lot and it's much safer, so I think it's well worth it. With these stalkers he applies pressure, again to force units, to kill a few drones, to kill a few zerglings, whatever. Just try to kill what you can get. You will get this overload for sure, which is nice. Now he gets his robo. Oh, I jumped to the front. Sorry for that. Third coming, two gases down here now. He has 20 probes here now. After he puts 3 per gas, he will have 14 and just 15 now, and this one probe will lead to perfect situations. Wow, he released it to the third. I don't know. That's a small mistake. He won 16 probes here first, but he only has 15. But that's not a big deal actually. Rocks are down now. And what's important to notice that Rain's Twilight Council timing is always almost perfect. Like he gets it at a time so that he can start +2 attack right away. In this game he delayed it by a little bit, which was a little mistake, I think. It's like 20 seconds too late, but it's okay, I believe. Not a big deal. And then he gets a robotics bang. He doesn't start +1 armor, he waits until he can start +2 attack. And now you get blink and +2 attack at the same time. And take the gases at his third base. And now basically his aim is to saturate his third. His natural and his main base are already saturated. And his goal is now to saturate the third as fast as possible. And then he will start like kind of booming in economy and start production. We'll add a lot of production facilities and start Colossus production now. What's important to notice that Rain only gets 3 Colossus. After that he will start Warp Prism speed and charge and start harassing with Zealots. He never gets more than 3. Like maybe later into the game, but until the first max out he only gets 3 basically. And I believe if a player like Rain does that, it's safe to assume that that's very efficient to do, so you can copy that and implement it into your own PvZ style. So get 3 Colossus and afterwards you can start getting Warp Prisms for harassment. Like I know some players have problems, they don't know when to start to harass with Warp Prisms. So this is a good timing for you. You can orientate yourself. Okay, this is the second Colossus and he already has the third Colossus queued. He's on 10 gates right now. And right now is the time where you don't need to kill your opponent, but you want to apply a little bit of pressure to kind of delay his high-tech units like Brute Lords and Infestors. Maybe the Zerg, if he played too greedy, is now forced to build low-tech units like Zerglings and Roaches, and he doesn't want them, like many of them, in his endgame composition. And just moving around the map like that is... Rain shows that he might attack any time basically, and he will do now. But he will not... Like, with this attack he's not forced to kill the Zerg, it's not an all-in or anything. He just wants to kind of, as I said, force units and especially low-tech units, and maybe kill this 4, and then secure his own 4 behind it. As you can see now, charge is almost done, and War Prism speed is almost done, and the first War Prism is coming, so he will start harassment now. Now his 3 Colossus squad is done. And now let the fun begin. He will try to... like Rain's style is that he tries to kill as many expansions as possible of the Zerg and delay additional expansion, while he secures himself a lot of bases. And while all of that is going on, he also tries to kill tech and the economy of the Zerg with zealots, with charge. Rain gets relatively fast charge upgrade against Zerg, like compared to other tosses. I think it's actually a good idea to get it because it makes harassment a lot easier. And you can snipe queens a lot easier, for example. As you can see here, he sniped the 4 and at the same time he's harassing. It's always nice to keep the Zerg busy at 2 fronts basically. And because of the advantage he gained in the early game by defending this early pull so easy, he wins this game right here. Like, he didn't need to end it right here actually. He got the 4th behind it, he was still teching, +1 armor was coming, he had his Templar Archives ready, and he would have transitioned into Mothership tech soon. So yeah, I hope this first game demonstrated his style to you a little bit. Like, there's no magic here. Everything he does makes sense, and it's rather easy to copy for even lower league players. Like, basically he gets to a solid 3-base economy as fast as possible, and then he will start massive unit production. He will get to his Colossus Stalker Ball with 3 Colossus, and afterwards get War Prism speed, charge, and a War Prism. And then he will do this poke push, which is not an all-in, and harass with War Prisms at the same time. And in this case he killed Zen with it. It's like a really simple strategy, but he can kill world-class Zerg players with it. I hope you can implement this style into your own games, and I will also analyze the other 2 games of the series between them two. One game is on Daybreak and the other is on Ohana. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and